Hey there, my name is Steven, and in this video, we're going to discuss the best checking account bank bonuses. So for all of the banks we're going to discuss here, there are some criteria that I've used to narrow down which banks I'm going to recommend to you. So number one, all of these banks are FDIC insured, so your money is safe with these banks, and these banks are also widely known. Number two, everybody is going to be eligible, and all of these banks have online options that you can sign up online. You don't actually have to go in branch. Some of these banks may not be located where you are, but that's fine. You can do all of these right from your phone or your computer. The third thing I want to mention, for all of these bank bonuses, they do require a direct deposit. So you can either get a direct deposit directly from your employer, or you can use some of the tricks that I'm going to explain in this video where you can transfer your money from one bank to another bank, and that will count as a direct deposit. But this only works for specific bank transfers. I will explain that to you as I go through each offer. Another important point that I should mention here is that opening up these checking accounts do not affect your credit score at all. The banks don't actually check with the credit bureaus regarding these accounts. There's a separate system called the checks system that they go through. Some of the banks use it, some of them don't. To be honest with you, it doesn't really matter unless you're applying for 10 accounts during the same few week span. But if you're doing maybe 2 a month or something like that, then it's going to be irrelevant to you. So absolutely do not worry about your credit score. It does not affect it one bit. So let's go ahead and get right into the offers. So the first offer that I'm going to discuss is from Chase Bank. So the easiest offer that they have to achieve is the $200 offer, which is the Chase Total Checking Account. So with this offer, you're going to get a $200 bonus right into your checking account. All you need to do is have one direct deposit. There is no minimum on the direct deposit, so it can be $1. It has to be within 60 days of opening the account, and you should receive your $200 bonus in your bank account within about 2 weeks after you have that direct deposit put into your account. Now, with this account, the transfers that are going to work will be either from Santander Bank or from TD Ameritrade. So this means that you will have to have an account with one of those other banks in order to transfer the money over to Chase. There are a few other banks that also will count as a direct deposit towards Chase, and I will put a link in the description to each of these banks so you can actually see all of the options that you have. Another nice thing here is if you do use Santander Bank, the next bank bonus on my list is actually from them. So opening a Chase account and a Santander account would be beneficial because you're going to get 2 bank bonuses and you can use one to transfer towards the other one. So for the Chase account, there is a monthly fee. It's only $7. In order to waive that fee, you need to either do one of 2 things. You can maintain $1,500 in the account, or you can direct deposit $500 per month into the account. Again, using Santander Bank, TD Ameritrade, or one of the other options that they do have, just transferring the money, $500 from Santander Bank over to Chase, and that will register in Chase as a direct deposit. The second bank that I'm going to mention is Santander Bank. So for this bank, you're going to get a $225 bonus in your account. Requirements of this bank are you're going to need to direct deposit $1,000 into the account within the first 90 days after you open it. You should receive the bonus in about 90 days. So this one does take a bit longer than the Chase account, but this is a very easy account to maintain because there's no minimum requirement. And the only thing that you need to do in order to waive a monthly fee, which would be $10, is perform 1 transaction per month. So that can be anything from depositing money into the account, whether or not it's $1 or you actually want to use it as a bank account, or a withdrawal. So in these cases, I would recommend opening a Santander and a Chase account and just depositing $500 from Santander into your Chase bank account. So for Santander Bank, the other banks that qualify as a direct deposit are Chase, Wells Fargo, and Fidelity. Again, there are a few more options, but these are the ones that I feel like are the easiest to open up and that also may have bonuses associated with them as well. So I should mention before I continue that these bonus offers are available as of the time I'm making this video, which is the middle of June of 2020. So if you're watching this beyond June, some of these offers may have expired. A lot of these banks do their offers quarterly. So at the end of June will be the end of the second quarter. Some banks may extend the offers and some may revise them. So just be mindful if you're watching this past June of 2020, some of these offers may not apply. The third bank I'm going to mention is PNC Bank. So this one's a little bit interesting. They have something called a virtual wallet, which is essentially their version of a checking and a savings account. They have a couple of different offers, a $200 and a $300 bonus, depending on which one you want to go for. For me, I think the $200 bonus is just so much easier to achieve than the $300 bonus that it's probably worth just doing that one. So in order to achieve the $200 bonus, you need one direct deposit of $2,000 into the account within the first 60 days of opening the bank account. In order to maintain the bank account without any fees, you need to keep $2,000 in the account, or you need to deposit $2,000 a month into the account. So I should also mention here that with these accounts, when they say direct deposit $2,000, that does not mean that you have to direct deposit $2,000 of new money into the account. Now, what I mean by that is you can deposit the $2,000 into the account, and then as soon as that $2,000 posts and clears, you can absolutely just withdraw it right away. And if you need to use that money to either continue that account or to use towards another account, that's absolutely fine. The only times where this may be a little bit of trouble is if you have a minimum balance that you are trying to maintain in an account. Otherwise, you can use the same few $1,000s to just move around to different accounts. Just because they say you have to direct deposit $2,000 doesn't mean you actually have to keep that money in the account. You can pull it right out as soon as you deposit it. The bank just needs to see that you're actually depositing money into the account in order to give you the bonus. So for PNC Bank, from what I've seen, you should get your bonus within about 3 to 4 weeks after you complete your $2,000 direct deposit. So the accounts that qualify as a direct deposit for PNC Bank are going to be PayPal, Venmo, and Chase. So you're going to see that Chase is actually one of the banks that qualify as a direct deposit for many of these accounts. So if you're going to go for several of these, I would recommend absolutely going for the Chase one, since you can use that account as sort of a hub bank account to transfer money from into these different bank accounts. Something else I want to mention before we continue: when you are transferring the money, you need to push the money from one account to another. So this means that if you're trying to get the bank offer for PNC Bank, you're going to want to send the money from Chase to PNC, and that's called pushing the money. So PNC will read that as a direct deposit. If you go into your PNC account and try to pull the money from Chase, that will not qualify as a direct deposit. So it has to be pushing the money from one account to the account that you want to receive the bonus from. The fourth account that I'm going to mention is TD Bank. So with this bank, there is a $150 bonus and there's a $300 bonus. So the $150 bonus is much easier to achieve depending on how much money you have in order to shift around into these different accounts. That will depend which offer that you choose to go for. For the $150 bonus at TD Bank, this is going to be with TD Convenience Checking, and all you need to do is direct deposit $500 into the account, and the minimum to keep the account is $100, and that's all you need to do in order to avoid any monthly fees. Just keep $100 in the account. You should receive your $150 bonus within about a month from the time you deposit your money. If you want to go for the $300 bonus at TD Bank, then you're going to want to open a Beyond checking account. So for this account, you're going to need to deposit $2,500 into the account and basically just maintain the $2,500 in the account for about 3 months. Again, like the other one, you should receive your bonus within about 4 weeks. However, this one will be a $300 bonus. They accept from PayPal, Chase, Wells Fargo, Ally Bank, Bank of America, Fidelity. So any of these banks, if you push the money from that account into your TD Bank account, they will register that as a direct deposit and you will receive your bonus. Another thing I want to mention about all of these accounts, they all do have slightly different time frames for when you can close the account. So my rule of thumb is about 6 months you generally want to keep the account for, and then you can go ahead and close the account without any penalties. But you definitely want to double check with each particular bank, depending on which ones you go for, to make sure that they're not going to take away your bonus or charge you any fees for closing the account early. And just to give you all a heads up regarding all of these bank bonuses, they will be counted as taxable interest on your tax statements. So when you go to file your taxes the following year, you are going to have to claim your bonuses on your taxes. So yeah, that's not the best, but given the fact you're getting free money just for moving your money around, for me, this is absolutely worth doing. So the fifth bank that we're going to discuss here is going to be US Bank. Now with this bank, I recommend opening up the Easy Checking account. It's the easiest one to maintain. So for this bonus, you're going to need to deposit $2,000 two separate times. So with this, a way to kind of get around that, instead of depositing $2,000 and then a separate $2,000, is you can deposit $2,000 in the account. Then you can withdraw it, put it back in whatever account you're using to push towards that account, and then you can deposit the same $2,000 back into the account. So you're not actually using $4,000, you're only using $2,000 twice. So that $2,000 twice needs to be deposited within the first 60 days, so 2 months you have to do that, and you're going to receive a $300 bonus in your account within about 4 weeks after you complete those deposits. With US Bank, there is a $6.95 maintenance fee to hold the account. However, if you keep $1,500 in the account, or if you direct deposit $1,000 per month in the account for that 6-month span, as I mentioned, before you close the account, then you will not be charged a monthly maintenance fee. With US Bank, the most common banks that apply for a direct deposit are going to be Chase, Ally Bank, Discover, and Capital One Bank. Again, I'm going to leave links to all of these bank account bonus offers in the description so you can check them out yourselves. Bank account number 6 that we're going to go over is going to be Wells Fargo. So this bank account bonus, you're going to receive $400 in your account. If you open up, I recommend the everyday checking account. You only need $25 in order to open the account. And then in order to qualify for the $400 bonus, you need to direct deposit $4,000 in the account within 90 days. With Wells Fargo bank account, there is a $10 monthly fee. However, you can waive this fee by either maintaining $1,500 in the account or direct depositing only $500 per month into the account. The banks that qualify as direct deposit for Wells Fargo are going to be Chase, Venmo, Santander Bank, and Discover Savings. So that's my list for the top bank account bonuses that you should take a look at. In my opinion, these bank account bonuses are absolutely worth going for. It's basically free money. However, I would not open all of them at once. I would probably do maybe 2 or 3 bank account bonuses within a month. These bank bonuses are constantly updating. So with some of these, you can qualify in the future. So I believe with Chase, you're able to qualify for a bonus once every year. PNC Bank, you're able to qualify for a bonus up to twice a year. I feel like this is something not a lot of people know about, especially given the fact that these banks require direct deposits. But if you know which bank qualifies as a direct deposit, then it's much, much easier than actually going to your employer and changing your bank account information. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you can see anytime that I make a new video. My channel is focused on 2 separate topics. One is fitness and health, and the second is going to be finance. So if you're interested in personal finance, I'm going to go over credit card information. I'm going to discuss the stock market and what's going on with that. Or if you're also interested in physical fitness and health, you can check out my playlist on that information as well. I'm a licensed physical therapist, so I love fitness and movement and working on people's bodies. And I also love finance. Any way that I'm able to make some money and maximize the money that I do make and sharing that with everybody out there, that's really my goal. Thanks a lot, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.